This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 25. This defense for the Packers, much improved from Week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get?
Packer pressure, and down he goes. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
The pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after them.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go, guys. Dig deep.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. On play action, it's Bridgewater. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Packers are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there that gets correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On first down, Fields. Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Back to Montgomery on second down. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Valentine now from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like he's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. On play action, Wentz. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And the Packers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Jones will take this one in for the Packer touchdown. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not a recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On play action, it's Wentz. And it'll be intercepted. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
From the 22, Fields. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's J.J. Watt. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. That one told me once, you know, we're in a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Fields. His pass on target, Velus Jones with it. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of the first as that leads to fourth down. They snap it to Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack, and it's rolled on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's brought down. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. Now Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. This is caught. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap, Fields. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
To try again after the sack. Fields looking downfield for Jones. He's got it inside the 10.
All year from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Valentine now from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Play action. Now Wentz. is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's going to take another shot here. He's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. Room here to run. Touchdown!
Aaron Jones,
as the first half is winding down.
And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And oh, it's wide right. No good.
Harder to block the kick next time. Focus on the next play.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively.
Fields is intercepted for a third time.
And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far.
As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
Valentine now from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And some room to work. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Valentine now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
That's complete to Dobbs. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 17-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series. We're getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Fields throwing again.
And now here's another interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it.
And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now Wentz.
That is caught by Rodgers.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. An inside give to Jones.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Wentz's throw finds its target, Dobbs.
So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Wentz going to throw.
Completes it again to Dobbs. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw, it's Wentz. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. First down, Bridgewater. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Julio Jones. With career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
4th down. Fields has to have this one.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Up the middle, Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. From the gun, it's Wentz.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
He's at the 50.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to 4th.
And my goodness, another interception. Does the big boy have the juice? The 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Fields.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A huge play there for Chicago. 42 yards.
Fields on 1st down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad. Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout. and all they want to do is see it.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Valentine now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pointed out left to Dobbs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And, boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
That certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can... And
now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. But he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Wentz. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. On play action, Wentz. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The give is to Jones. And he's got some space here. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
81 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll go again to Jones, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Touchdown, Packers. Julio Jones from 8 yards out.
And the Packers have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest.
It's caught inside the 25. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.